Welcome to the first day of our low-hanging mastermind. We're going to go over the case study Faire, and I just wanted to double check if you guys can hear me and can see my screen. You'll see at the right-hand side of your screen, there should be a chat box, and you can type yes or no. Okay, awesome. Hey, Chad. Hey, Laura. Jean says yes to both. Okay, awesome. And without further ado, welcome to the first case study. So we're going to go over the Faire case study, which is super exciting. Rachel and I have been working on this for the last 6+ months, and we're super excited to share with you our results. Every single month, we are going to be releasing a new case study so that you guys can follow along with us on what's happening, what's making sales, what's not making sales, and you'll be able to see the different metrics, the numbers of what's actually working. So I'm just going to go over the live webinar guide really quickly. And again, if you guys had any technical questions pertaining your shop, please direct all of those questions kindly to rachelreports@gmail.com, and we will be able to guide you in a more detailed level. After the webinar, we're going to have a transcription, the video replay, and then we're eventually going to have a PDF transcription of everything. The replays will be posted at the earliest, since we do realize that not many people are able to always attend the webinars due to the time zones. So we're going to try our best to accommodate everyone as easiest as possible. So please remove all distractions, get your notebook out if needed. And if you're ready, type yes, I'm ready in the chat box so that I can see you guys. Chad says, I'm ready. All right, you guys. So I wanted to introduce myself. So I am your host, Kimberly. I am Rachel Rofe's assistant. I'm so very grateful to be helping her out with her webinars, her Etsy shops, Rachel's team inbox, coordinating the ins and outs of rachelrofe.com, her YouTube channel, and helping out the low-hanging system members. I'm a true believer in her system, her products, and overall vision. Rachel is such a kind, generous, and amazing person. I know many of you are here because of her, and we are working so hard on this mastermind to deliver you guys the best quality on all levels. So I wanted to thank you guys again, and we want to thank you guys again for being here. You might recognize me from the Printable Profit webinar, the Ornament Challenge, as well as helping out in the background during the Candle Challenge, which was a really fun seasonal challenge that we had back last year. You know, challenges are really great because it helps pump everyone up and gets us a little bit closer to our goals. So I am going to be organizing all of our team case studies to give you guys the best monthly ideas, results, and learning experiences. But most of all, we're here because we want to make the most sales. You're probably here because you've already made your first mug sale and you want to get to that next level. I bring in my own experience as a six-figure Etsy shop owner, a top 1% shop on Etsy, and I'm also an OG 2016 low-hanging system member. So I've added some screenshots of some of my sales that I made last week, which were bulk orders. So I wanted to add that to show you guys that whatever you learn from the case study today about wholesale products, you can apply that to not only Etsy, but to Amazon. It'll help you with the customer service, as well as giving you guys more ideas on what types of products are best utilized in the wholesale fashion. With this order, it was a total of $131. And then for this one, it was $209. A little hint with wholesale selling and marketing is that people seem to really love promotions and discounts, and you'll come to see that we have a lot of great tips regarding that. And now, the quick mastermind recap. You're probably also here because you feel like there's some areas that you need push, whether that's driving traffic, your own actions. And I know for me, sometimes it can be mindset. Maybe it's organization. We're here to put everything into actionable steps. Or maybe you just want to make things super duper easy because you find that you don't really have the time. Let me know in the comments, do you guys feel like you don't really either have the time, or perhaps it's a mindset push that we need, or it's your organization? We're super curious. Rachel and I really love to create surveys and forums on what's happening and what the members really feel like they need a little bit of help with. So Chad says a little bit of everything. Also, our case studies fill this void because we devote and dedicate our time, the entire team, to research these concepts, to find the winning formula so you don't have to. Please utilize our Facebook group to your advantage to get focus group feedback on your shop, your designs, as well as areas where you feel like you're struggling. Rachel and I will come into the group and drop in some monthly prompts and feedback to see where you are in your journey. We really want this to be a very personalized experience. We have the advantage of this group being a little bit more limited, a smaller scale than a normal low-hanging system group. So please use that to your advantage. You will get insider access on what's working light years ahead of our normal group. So we do please ask you to kindly not publish any comments, strategies, or results in the non-subscription version of Low Hanging System. Laura says that she would love a little bit more help on getting mug sales and not sure what to add next. Okay, perfect, Laura. And then Allison says, organization and to help train my mind to not wander so much while researching. I love that. And that is a common theme when we get super excited listing and we have so many ideas to really hone in and focus on what's actually working. And we're going to work really hard with you guys and Allison to help you guys in that direction. And then Roxanne says, organization and actionable steps sounds great. Awesome, you guys. Today, you're gonna learn wholesale market opportunities, types of top selling products that buyers want in bulk, 3 types of ways to list products on Faire, our super easy results so far, and it's growing, an easy integration strategy, and of course, how to get started. So I'm going to ask you guys really quick, have you sold wholesale products before? Simple yes or a simple no? Chad says no, or maybe you haven't, and that's okay. We're going to teach you guys how to do this. I know when we make our first sales on Etsy, it's usually 1 mug. Maybe if we get lucky on our first week or month, we'll sell maybe 4 mugs. But one of the best and awesome parts about wholesale products is that if you make 1 sale from a wholesale product, that probably entails 7 mugs. It could mean 10 mugs. So imagine making 1 sale, even if it's just 1 sale a month with a large quantity involved. Does that make you excited? And then from the question, have you sold wholesale products before? I'm getting a lot of no's, a lot of nopes, and that's all right. Okay, you guys, top selling items on this marketplace. If you haven't sold wholesale products before, you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you have all of the tools the manufacturer the experience with the original low-hanging system that Rachel teaches. You have everything that it takes, as well as a community that we will help and support each other to make this happen. Because only difference between selling 1 or 2 mugs versus the wholesale version is how you present the items, as well as the platforms that you are using. As you probably have seen before on my introduction, these were actually wholesale products and items on Etsy. So again, whatever you learned today, you can apply it to Etsy today and as well as Amazon. So it's really fun learning that the top selling items are, tote bags, they're mugs, they're very easy to make items. They can be greeting cards as well as fun candles. And I wanted to introduce you guys to a fun platform which earlier, maybe a year ago, we didn't even realize this existed. But Rachel is so amazing at figuring out new ways to test out products, and she's always pushing us to be our best at finding creative new outlets to design on products, softwares, and it's super inspiring. And we discovered this new place called Faire. So Faire is an awesome online wholesale retailer shop where brands can sign up, and that's what we are. We are the retailers and brands where we can sell to other people. And it's super easy to sign up on Faire, and we are going to show you guys how to do that in this case study webinar. So what's fun right now is there are 70,000 brands currently on Faire, including Rachel's shop. If you compare that to Etsy, can you guys imagine how many sellers are on Etsy right now? It's probably in the millions. And in comparison to Faire, we are here at a very, very early stage in the process. And when you guys get to learn more about e-commerce, you'll learn that timing in e-commerce is everything. So again, Faire is an online wholesale marketplace. It is actually very similar to Etsy, aesthetically, design-wise. It has a very Etsy feel to it, but it's different because it focuses on obviously the wholesale appeal. And why choose Faire? Because you can easily list your mugs and numerous print-on-demand products, not just mugs, shirts, candles, which are very trendy, jewelry, and more. And you might be asking yourself, who is buying from Faire? Well, they're going to be the other vendors and shop owners. Maybe they're a mom and pop shop. Perhaps they're a real shop that is maybe in Indiana or Ohio. They're a small shop that wants to add more products on their shelves. So they'll go on Faire and they'll source a bulk amount of products to sell in person. So these shop owners are really looking for a great deal and they want to buy in bulk so that they can save money on shipping. Also, the type of people that buy from Faire are going to be gifts for team members, perhaps they're corporate team members, large organizations, or perhaps they're short-term projects that build a lot of momentum to really praise the team or keep the hype going. Another person that could possibly buy from Faire are the type of people that are testing the quality from the products and they perhaps are scoping out the market on future purchases. And that's really going to give you a lot of opportunities for direct customer loyalty and building relationships so that you can create more return customers. So some wholesale facts is you get to offer an appealing price point in exchange for bulk orders and return customers. This is going to be a little bit different from Etsy, whereas with Etsy, we're listing perhaps for one customer, it's 1 mug or even 2 mugs. With Faire, we're really aiming for a higher amount of orders within one order, a higher quantity. These wholesale sites, you guys, are relatively new, which means they're going to try their best to create the best promotional products. For Faire, they say things like, if you buy now, you pay later with net 60 terms, free returns on all opening orders. So for example, if the person that buys from you, you guys, perhaps they don't like the mug, Faire will pay for any of the free returns. So they really want to attract a lot of new buyers on their platform since it is relatively new in comparison to Etsy and Amazon. And another fun part is that you get to choose the order minimum. So let's say that you don't want the customer to just buy one mug and you really want everyone who comes to your store to buy a minimum of 3 or 5 or 10 mugs. You can set that. So for example, you can set it as 5 and whatever number you'd like. More wholesale facts is that the print-on-demand people aren't here yet. So if you look at Faire, you will barely see any print-on-demand, yet it's on the best sellers list, so there's high demand for it. And like I said previously, e-commerce is everything. So this is the perfect time for you to get in, make sales, and establish those loyal customers to your brand. And the big print-on-demand Etsy shops, and you guys might have recognized this shop like Mugsy, who are doing extremely well on Etsy, are on Faire right now, as well as other platforms. And you might be asking why. And it's because they have the drive to expand their shops out on all platforms, because they know that the earlier they get on these platforms, the better. So I'm gonna give you some examples of what you can see on Faire. So this is a screenshot of their website. And as you can see, they're directly advertising sublimation products, which is what we directly do with Custom Happy. And then with Custom Happy, we actually can sell really amazing products like these candles. And as you can see, this store has a 4.8 stars, and this really funny candle has a very high sell-through rate, and they're selling it around, well, they're saying the MSRP is $12.95, so they're probably selling it for a little bit less, but with Faire, you can actually show the MSRP as well as your listing price so that you can advertise to the customer that you have the best price on the market. So I wanted to show you guys some of Custom Happy's new products that they have that you can definitely list on Faire today or tomorrow. And it's super exciting because they have really new candles. So this one is a watermelon soy candle with a black lid, UV printed. This one is a birch and black pepper candle, as well as their normal candles. And this, I'm just gonna delete. So another really awesome product idea is selling ornaments on Faire because come Christmas time and seasonal time, everybody loves ornaments. And if you guys were with us during the ornament challenge, you'll figure out ways to sell ornaments all year round in an evergreen style. Another awesome idea for Faire that Custom Happy has are leather journals. So the people that really love leather journals are the ones that love writing. They love fantasy and adventure. Perhaps you can create these quest journals, or they love hiking and want to document parts of their adventures. This one says naturally awesome. And that's a really, really easy design that you can outsource, or you can find a commercial-free PNG that you can just place on here and sell on Faire. And with Printable Profits, we do teach you guys how to source commercial-free artwork, and you guys do have access to that as a part of being a mastermind member as part of your bonuses. So again, Custom Happy has candles, new scents, mugs, travel mugs, tote bags, jewelry. And another plus to Custom Happy is that they've actually worked with us since the beginning to fulfill Faire orders. So any questions that you might have with Faire, they directly know what to do, and they're super professional and amazing about it. All right, I'm gonna get to the section where you guys get super pumped, and that's the actual results on Faire. So our passive income results with Faire, so on October 17 to October 23, within 7 days, we made $358. That's one order. January 2 through January 8, a 7-day span, another $348. And these are all one orders, you guys, like single orders. February 20 through 26, 450. March 27 through April 2, 124. May 29 and June 4th, 263. So can you imagine getting sprinkles of these orders throughout the month while you're still selling on Etsy, while you're still selling on Amazon as well, just to sprinkle in 300 here, 400 here, 124 here, 263 here. Type yes if you want to see these types of results and if you're super pumped and super excited to expand your products on a new platform. Chad says yes. Awesome, Chad. And then Ken Day is asking, who is Custom Happy? Custom Happy is a wonderful manufacturer that helps with print on demand products. And I will list their URL in the chat box. Awesome. So I am hearing yes from Ken. Allison says, yup, you betcha. Laura says yes. Roxanne says yes. Yes, yes, Sue. And then Jean says yes. Awesome, you guys. So I wanted to do a little bit more of a deep dive on our passive income results with Faire and the inventory breakdown, because it's been really fun and awesome seeing the results, but yet we haven't even tried as far as we could have. And I'm saying this isn't even the tip of the iceberg. This is only the beginning. The first 6 months, we only had around 1,000 products, barely anything listed. And I'm telling you, these are the results that we have gotten. And 1,856 traffic visits versus on Etsy, where you would probably get roughly 10,000 visits to make the same type of numbers. So don't get us wrong, we love both platforms, but also love testing out and expanding as well as leveling up on all platforms. So you guys don't stop listing on Etsy or focusing on Etsy. This is just another passive income stream to add to your list of products that you can add. So low competition and high demand equals making sales. So here's another chart of our sales of 5,175, 85 orders. And again, on February 20 through 26, that was the $450 order within that time frame. So when we break down Faire by the numbers, it looks like there are currently 350,000 retailers. In comparison to in 2021, roughly 7.5 million sellers sold goods through the Etsy platform. I'm trying to really illustrate is that getting on Faire right now is a really, really great time and opportunity to do so before all of the sellers on Etsy figure out about it. And you guys have the inside access and the opportunity to do this. So how do we apply to Faire? So you are going to sign up as a brand using this link. Now you don't have to use this link, but this helps support Rachel and is a really nice thing to do. And I'm going to drop that off in the chat box. Please let me know if the link works and if you guys are able to click on it. If not, I'll just update the Facebook group with an active link. Once you sign up on Faire, you are going to enter your email, And then you are going to see a box that looks like this. And then you are simply going to answer some easy questions, such as what's the name of your business? This is where you're going to enter your Etsy shop name. What's your business website? This is where you will enter your Etsy shop URL. Or if you have a Shopify website, you can enter it here as well. And if you're interested in creating a Shopify website and your own domain, we can help you out. And I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more in the webinar. The type of products that you're going to list are going to be home and living. And how many independent stores do you sell to? You can just list this as however many stores you sell to. It's not really like a big deal. And then how did you hear about us? Again, another not big deal question, just answer it however you want to. This is going to be an application to apply to Faire, so this won't immediately get you guys in on Faire. You might have to wait 1 or 2 days or a week, but this is just the simple application. By entering this information, the home and living, it'll probably increase your chances of getting on because that's the same type of information that we use to apply. Then you are going to go to your shop settings. Once you're in, we're not going to focus on how the Etsy shop looks. I know on Etsy, we tend to focus and get distracted on things that don't really matter, such as the cover, the logo, the subheadline, the shop announcement, and adding too many frequently asked questions. But Faire has already instilled their own policies on the website, making it super easy for the returns, as I stated earlier. And when people shop on Faire, they're really not looking at the shop, how it looks. They're really looking at that item and if it fits for their buying needs for their wholesale orders. All right, so when you go to Faire, and if you guys want to bookmark this, and we're going to have the replay later on in the mastermind area, you're going to go to shop settings, you're going to go to marketing, you're just going to add a simple banner. We have a picture of a mug with a gray background, super simple and easy. You're going to add a logo. We have Rachel's lovely picture here, super easy. And we do advise, if possible, to add your own picture. This kind of creates that buyer trust on Faire. It's a little bit different with Etsy. With Etsy, you can add your logo of your shop, but with Faire, what I believe is happening is that people want to see a face when they interact with you through messaging or if they're going to buy something from you. And then you're going to have a shop statement. So again, nothing truly fancy here. We just have Custom Happy's shop statement and story. And that's really it for that. Oh, also, a really great thing about Faire is that people expect the bulk orders to be processed just a little bit slower than a normal quantity of one mug. So you can extend your fulfillment time a little bit longer. We have our fulfillment time to around 11 through 14 days. And with Custom Happy, they're going to ship your products out a lot faster than that, especially during this time because it's not a seasonal time. And that is simply going to ensure that you get great reviews. So if the customer gets their product way before the processing time and shipping time, they're definitely going to leave you a great review. And as you can see, we've already received 3 reviews, and the shop right now has a 5-star rating. And then next question I have is, do you have your own brand website or would you like to? I know we're in a mastermind brainstorming mode right now. Is a website something that you'd like to have in the future, such as your own Shopify website? So for example, your Etsy shop, but turned into your own domain? Or is that something that maybe is a little bit hard? Oh, Chad says that he does have a Shopify website, but he hasn't used it yet, or he probably has a domain. Laura says yes. So Laura has a Shopify. Some of you might already have a Shopify, and you will find out that that's a very, very awesome thing when it comes to Faire, and I'm going to talk about that here very soon. Sue says that she would love to have a website, and we've got some people interested in getting a website, such as Allison and Roxanne, and then Ken also has a website. Awesome, you guys. I think that's a really great thing to have your own website, apart from even the platforms from Faire to Etsy to Amazon, because when you guys have a website and a domain, that's always going to be yours, and you'll always find a way to make sales with your own owned domain, no matter what. So that's really awesome. I really commend you guys for already having a website. And next is, if you do have a Shopify, Faire has an integration for Shopify, so it only takes one click to connect. But why would you want to connect with Shopify? Well, if you wanted to scale up with Google Shopping, Facebook Marketplace, syncing your Pinterest catalog, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to talk about this way more later with more case studies. You can do this by having a Shopify website. And like I said earlier, you are in full control of a Shopify website. It's your own domain, your own catalog. You don't have to abide by any rules such as Etsy or Amazon. Once your catalog is exported from Etsy, you can simply import the catalog to Shopify and connect it to Faire. So for those of you that do have a Shopify, you can just connect it to Faire, and it's super simple. If you don't have one, it's okay. You can manually add products one at a time on Faire. And we also have the ability to add products through an inventory spreadsheet on Faire. It's not the same as an Etsy spreadsheet. Faire, I believe, does provide the CSV, so you would just have to go in one at a time to add the information within the spreadsheet. If you don't already have a Shopify, you can get one for $29 a month. And if you don't have one, that's okay too. I wanted to introduce you guys to more top selling items on this marketplace. It's very awesome to see that the top selling items that I saw that were best selling currently are super easy. So this one says, all I need is the beach, in very simple handwriting. The beach is this really fun cursive font with the pink. I mean, that can be done in 2 seconds on Canva. Done adulting today is a really simple phrase that you can expand to many niches, something that people don't like to do. Done researching today, and you can sell that to a research assistant. Blessed with grandkids is a really adorable idea. Again, you can expand that idea to so many different phrases. Blessed with adorable pets too, you know, something like that, so that we can really expand this idea to so many different products. Yes, queen. And then this one says crazy plant lady. So this one is really, really interesting, and this mock-up shows that it's both crazy plant lady on the front as well as the back. So this is coming from only 166 search results for mugs on Etsy. For Faire, excuse me. And Etsy has 2 million search results. So in comparison, getting sales on Faire is going to be a little bit easier. It's passive income. It's kind of a set it and forget it method. Until you make the sale, you fulfill the item kind of like you would on Etsy. You enter the tracking number and then you submit it. The Faire keyword list. So a lot of people might be asking, what type of products are people searching for on Faire? I know that we have a new platform, but what exactly are the type of products that I would even be listing on here? We're going to be getting into that next week on the second webinar, but we also wanted to introduce you guys to this concept of perhaps giving the mastermind members a really simple and easy Faire keyword list for extra optimization. And you can learn from us. We wish we had a list to get started with knowing what type of products to sell. And then our team researches for hours so you don't have to. The benefit of being a mastermind member is research from Rachel's team. So I'm just wondering, are you interested in us giving you a keyword list for this platform? Which means it would be a PDF list of keywords that people are currently searching for, and that you could just create design ideas for and then list them on Faire, such as the plant lady mug or different types of items, and that could save you hours and hours of research time. Let me know in the comments. We don't currently have this, but perhaps we could create it. And this was a concept and idea that I just thought about within the last 30 minutes. So let us know if this is something that you'd like. Awesome. So Allison says, yes, please. Ken says yes. Sue says yes. And then Chad says yes. Awesome, you guys. And thank you so much again for being a part of this webinar and being a mastermind member. As I've stated before, the benefit of being one is that you do have direct research from Rachel's team, which I'm a part of, so that we can really optimize every single case study and every single platform to its highest level, that if people were to just drift on by to these platforms without the extra insight, they probably wouldn't have the optimization. All right, you guys, and then this is actually a little bit out of order, but I do have frequently asked questions about Shopify if you're still interested. So is it free to integrate with Shopify? Yes. How long does it take to set up? On average, 5 to 10 minutes. And you get up-to-date inventory updates. So what this is basically saying, once you integrate your Shopify catalog with Faire, you guys, it's going to automatically update. So if you were ever to update your Shopify catalog again, for example, exporting the CSV from Etsy and then importing it back to Shopify, that will update Faire automatically. So you don't have to think about it, and it's hands off. And what's really fun is that possibly in future case studies, we're going to share how you can expand to other markets like Facebook, and how to use Pinterest with Shopify. So this is a really cool way to kind of get on another platform, and it's a really cool automation and integration technique. And then I know we have just breezed through this webinar. I want to recap what you guys are going to be learning next week. So in this webinar, we learned about how to set up Faire, what type of best-selling products are on Faire, the integration. But next week, we're going to be learning a little bit more about editing, a tiny bit more about your shop settings, creating wholesale product niches, best-selling phrases for wholesale, establishing connections on Faire. So we actually got to save a review. I think it was around 2 weeks ago, we received a 3-star review, which is not fun. And then we were able to change it to a 5-star review. and you can apply this same tactic on Etsy and Amazon. So next week, we're going to be sharing how to change a 3-star review to a 5-star review, because it happens. And when you sell e-commerce, you might encounter that, but don't be discouraged, because there's always a way to turn that around. And we're going to teach you how next week. Also, Faire has really awesome marketing and promotions, very, very similar to Etsy. So we're going to show you how that works. Also, Faire has email marketing to reach out to customers, which is really interesting. This is something that Etsy, I don't believe, has. And if they were to implement this, that could be really, really awesome. Email marketing is so powerful. So we're going to learn about that a little bit deeper. And of course, since you guys said yes, we're going to use the Faire keyword list to create design ideas live and to create some more mastermind ideas on what to sell next. Ideas of like what Rachel would list on Faire, and everything and anything that will help accelerate products on Faire. All right, you guys, I know we have breezed through that, and if you have any questions at all, this is the perfect time to ask, whether it's about the mastermind or your bonuses that you've received, or whether it's about the introduction to Faire today and our results. I'd love to help answer some questions that you might have. And I know there's 16 of us, so if you have any questions pertaining to your shop, you can always reach out to rachelreports@gmail.com if it's a one-on-one question that you don't want other people to see, or we can talk about your shop anonymously. For future case studies at the end of the question and answer session, I'm also going to be offering some shop reviews. So if you want us to take a look at where you are in Faire, do a little bit of hand holding there and guide you on the next steps on how to create the Faire shop, or any questions that you have, we can definitely do that too. So Laura's asking, what is your best-selling item besides mugs? So our best-selling items from all across the board, because Rachel really loves to test out Etsy and Amazon. First and foremost, mugs are they're going to dominate year after year, because it's a really low-hanging item. You can create all sorts of different phrases that attract buyers for that specific month or season, even though Rachel really loves evergreen. So mugs overall are doing really, really well. And we're exploring tote bags, although I don't know if that's currently on Custom Happy right now. It might be in the works, because we had just listed a bunch of tote bags a couple weeks ago, and they're already selling. Candles, we've sold a lot of those as well. For those of you that were a part of the candle challenge, you'll see that during the winter time, candles do very, very well, and you can sell them all year round. And let's see, I'm thinking at the top of my head, it's really about that emotional connection that people have with the phrase. I think more than the type of product, it's if people can read the phrase and think to themselves, that's something that I want, because that reminds me of someone that would love it. So for example, blessed with grandkids, if I were to look at that and if I were to think about who would want that, then that's going to be a sale. Another example is all I need is the beach. For example, if my mom and I knew, if I knew that she really, really loved going to the beach, or maybe my aunt or my sister, then this is something that I would look at, and I'd have that magic moment, and I'd say to myself, this is what I need to purchase for them. So the easier that we can create the products that are going to gravitate eyes such as this and this, that's going to be an easy sale. There has to be a demand for the product, and that's going to be in the form of the phrase and a little bit of the actual product. It's more so that we're creating gift items or a bulk amount of perhaps team gifts or corporate gifts that people are really going to want to buy. Does Custom Happy integrate with GearBubble? So Custom Happy does not integrate with GearBubble because they are their own platforms. Both Custom Happy and GearBubble sell mugs, so you can sign up to both platforms and you're able to pick whichever print-on-demand product that you would like, such as mugs, t-shirts, jewelry, and then you can order it, put your design on it, and then you essentially fulfill the item, they process it, and then they give you the tracking number. So both places do this, so they don't integrate with each other. Allison's asking, how do we access the bonuses that we have received? So with the bonuses, as far as if you guys had signed up with GearBubble, what you're going to do is you are going to email GearBubble your order receipt and just asking them about the bonuses from the low-hanging mastermind. And they email us and we just validate them, and within 1 to 2 days you'll have access on your GearBubble dashboard, the credits and the lifetime integrations. They'll be able to assist you further with that because they have the dashboard and the technology to look into your account a little bit further. As far as our bonuses, whether it's the candle challenge, the 50K bonuses, that's just going to be on a manual level. So when you guys have joined the mastermind, we're going to give you access to the candle challenge on a manual level. The 50K is going to be at the end of the Kajabi members area platform. Printable Profits is going to be an everlasting course that we have to give you manual access to. Then there are the tools such as the 2easytags.com and Trademark Inspector, which will also give you manual access to. So if you guys find that you have a bonus that you still haven't received, just follow up with us at rachelreports@gmail.com with whatever you're missing, and we'll take care of you. Roxanne's asking, what is the advantage of using a Shopify store versus an Etsy store? So first and foremost, we still want you guys to be able to sell on Etsy and then sell on Amazon, and keep on doing that and keep on doing the low-hanging system. With this mastermind, it's just that little push and that next level. In particular, and with the Faire case study, it's simply that Faire and Shopify integrate with each other. So if by chance you have a Shopify and you have a catalog on there already and you already have products, it would take you maybe 5 minutes to connect to Shopify with your Faire account and have all of those products from Shopify flood into Faire and have your shop open for business, basically. So there's not really an advantage or disadvantage. We want to basically get on all platforms. Shopify simply integrates with Faire, and it's really easy. Obviously, Etsy has millions of people buying on there, so definitely keep on selling on Etsy and Amazon. This is just, another option and to level up, and we'll have some more case studies in the future, perhaps related to Shopify, if it's easy. We love easy case studies. Kenday's asking, do you have a sign up link to Custom Happy? So with Custom Happy, you're simply just going to go to www.customhappy.com, and when you have made a sale, you can simply just fulfill the order, upload the PNG. They'll take care of it, process it, they'll send you the tracking. I don't believe that you have to set up any sort of account with them. You can just order a product and they'll have your account info in their system. Does Custom Happy also integrate with Amazon and Etsy? As of right now, they don't have an integration system easily with Amazon and Etsy. I know that they have something on the back end for that, but nothing particularly super easy for you guys to use. So right now, just fulfilling orders one by one is something that you can do on Custom Happy. Although I will say the Custom Happy prices are really competitive and really awesome. Allison says, could you make a how-to video on how to use 2easy tags in the trademark tool? Absolutely, Allison. So when you guys get the chance, head on over to your mastermind members area. When you scroll down, there will be segments that talk about 2easy tags, what it is. There's a video on how to use it. And there's also a video on trademark inspector and how to use that as well. When we have time at the end of the question and answer sessions, if we just have any extra time, we can go over how to best utilize 2easy tags and the trademark tool live. So, or if I wanted to, just upload that on our Facebook group, if you guys wanted to, I could do that as well. Laura's asking, would you suggest being in a position to pay a lot for advertising with a Shopify store? That's a really awesome question, Laura. I know Rachel doesn't particularly love Facebook ads herself. I know she loves exploring different types of case studies and passive income and organic traffic growth. But I'm not 100% sure about paying for advertising with a Shopify store. So with our case studies, we're going to try to keep the costs as low as possible so that you guys can profit a lot more than you're pushing out. With advertising, you have to be very, very careful with not spending too much money on your ads because that can happen with ads. With Etsy, I have a strategy with how to do the Etsy advertisements so that you're not spending that much money. I have a video somewhere. I could probably post it in the mastermind area if you guys are interested. And I mean, that's worked for my shop. And those type of ads are pretty okay because they're called pay to click or pay per click. Yeah, PPC, pay per click ads, meaning that you're only paying if the buyer clicks on your listing. Hope that makes sense. Sue's asking, can I get on Faire if I don't have an Etsy store? Yeah, so if you had any type of print-on-demand store, I'm assuming that you only have an Amazon store right now, but please correct me if I'm wrong. You could possibly apply with that. My suggestion would be, if you don't have an Etsy store, is to possibly open a Shopify store, create some products for it, and then apply to Faire with your domain name, like www.suesproducts.com. So I think that would, in the eyes of Faire, give you a little bit more of an advantage because they can see that you're a brand, that you're someone that takes your shop very seriously. So that would just be my tip on that. And I think that is it. Do you guys have any more questions before we wrap it up? I know we went over time just a little bit, but if we have any more questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer. And if you have any screenshots or visual questions you need answered through our Facebook group, then you can ask it in there as well. All right, you guys, are you excited and pumped for possibly applying to Faire? Let me know, type yes or no in the comment section. And again, next week, we are going to go over a ton of this stuff, marketing, promotions, establishing connections, creating more loyal customers. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for your time. We're going to try to have the replay up within 24 through 48 hours, and we will talk to you soon. Hope you have a really great rest of your day. Truly appreciate your time, and thank you again for being a mastermind member. We'll have the transcript up within a week as well. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye, you guys.